Did I ever tell you guys about the time that I switched up my diet because I was starting up powerlifting and my trainer told me that I needed like a certain amount of protein in my diet per day. So like my first protein shit of my life, and what a horrifying experience that was. Did I ever tell you guys that story? Dude. So, I had just started up powerlifting, and I did like my first day, and my body was dead. My trainer's like, okay, here's like your macros and stuff for your height and weight. You need this much protein, this much fat, this many calories per day. I was like, okay. I was super hardcore into it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I'm eating this much of everything. And I like mapped it out. I had all my plans. It was some ridiculous amount of protein. Like my diet before that was not healthy at all. So I'm eating all this protein, and I'm not thinking about fiber. I'm not thinking about like super green vegetables. Like I eat spinach with chicken and rice. Like that was my diet. But I would do like protein supplements on top of that and stuff. So the end of the first week rolls around, and I'm like, oh my god. My insides feel like there's a boulder. There's a boulder in my intestines. I need to go to the restroom. So I go in the bathroom. Nothing's happening. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like reading about Destiny 2 articles or some shit. And you know, the thing starts to happen. And I'm like, all right. And it's excruciating. It's like if you could combine a football made of cinder block with a cactus, that's what I am ejecting from my anus at this point in time. And I'm freaking out about it. But, you know, it's happening. I don't want this to stop, because if you stop, it's bad. You're in trouble. And then, against my control, it stops. And it's not moving. And I'm in a panic. I'm in a legitimate panic. So, yeah, it was like I had become possessed, my friend. But, anyway, I'm in a legitimate struggle here. And I started freaking out. And I blacked the fuck out. And we did not get to completion in that run. We attempted. We did not get to completion. So I painfully waddle to the because I don't drive. I waddle to the Remke that's up the street from that place at the time, and I grab a box of Fiber One cookies, some Activia. I got like an 8-pack of Activia. I got some Citrusel, and I got some Miralax. And I like brewed all that together, and I just ate as much of it as I could. Because when I blacked out on the fucking toilet, man, I met God, I met Satan. I saw realities I didn't know existed. That was my only spiritual experience in life, and I've done acid once, I've done shrooms once, I smoked my fair share of the devil's lettuce when I was younger, but that was the only spiritual experience I've ever had. I almost went out like Elvis, man. So my advice to you guys, if any of you are looking into getting your diet changed up, or if you're looking into like just starting weightlifting in general, any situation where you'd be changing up your protein values, for the love of fucking Odin, pick up some Citrusel, or add a lot of fiber to your diet, man. Add a lot of fiber to your diet. You will die if you don't. You'll just die. Odin was on my side. I made it through that experience. We learned that day. Vaseline. Dude, I was getting desperate. I was like, what am I gonna do? I was like, well, I don't want to go to the doctor with this problem. I'm like, I'm gonna stick a gloved hand up my ass and try to figure this out myself before I go to the fucking hospital.
Hey, you can clip this if you have to and use this for it. I was conscious about fiber today. Like, I was like, you know what? Maybe if I ate a little fiber, like Wolfie said, like I haven't eaten a lot of protein, but I ate a whole bunch of peanuts. I felt like a little crampy or some shit. No pun intended. And I was like, you know what? Maybe, maybe I should take Wolfie's advice and eat some fiber, or just be fiber conscious. I almost bought a fiber bar on top of mine. This little bar, like
Dropping a deuce in public, guys. Go to display capture. All right. This is real content right here. All right. All right. I don't need 150 font. I need like 22. 200 IQ. Public restroom strats. Okay, so let's get like a good color here. That works. How do I draw, please? I'm done. All right, thank you. All right, so remember to change the stream to variety. Are they gonna strike me? Because we're still playing Pokemon. This is just a quick thing, but let's say like. Let's go like, there's your little handle, right? There's the toilet. That's not fucking bad. So like, let's say that's one of the stall walls right here. Stall wall, a close cousin of Paul wall. There's the back wall back here. All right, this is where the door is. You come in here and you're afraid to sit down on the toilet because gross. Gross. So what you do, here's you, right? You're gonna get like a circular head of a human. You take yourself here. Here's the body. You want to like, give me my pencil back. Here's the leg. You put your leg up on the wall like this, and you put your other leg up on the door, and you like hold the top sides of the stall, and then you just go. You don't have to touch the toilet seat. You just hold yourself up on top of the stall, and you just go. Like you you don't even have to sit. This is a strategy called sky dumping. That's a sky dump. The water's gonna splash your whole body? No, because you're on top of the stall. Oh, you won't slip. The risk is too high. You won't. Your body won't let you. Your body won't let you slip. So if you go into a public restroom, you come in from here, right? And you see like feet hanging over the sides of the wall there, you know that this man is smart. Because he did not touch the toilet seat. And that's how you dump in public, man. Like you don't need toilet seat cover. You don't need any of that crazy stuff. You need the willpower and you need the urge to go to the restroom. That's actually good for you too, because that puts you in like a relaxed state for your bowels. It'll just drop right out, man. You'll be okay. If it's gonna be like that, I would recommend you get some fiber, dude. If you're shitting cannonballs, you need some like Citracel. You need fiber. You need fiber and like a gastroenterologist at least, or just if you really want to. If you're not a person who can work out, like if you happen to be like disabled or something and you really need to just do that, what I would recommend doing is bringing like a jar of tree sap or like tar or something and just putting it on your hands and the bottom of your feet, and then just you'll stick. You won't slide or anything. Like tree sap, tar, anything like that that you would keep on hand, you know, like a normal human. Just stick yourself there, and like it's gonna be a little more uncomfortable getting down. If they're in a wheelchair, then you're gonna need double tar. You get double tar, and you have to use all your upper body strength, and you have to climb up. You have to have the willpower, man. You gotta go. If you have to go bad enough, like, nothing's gonna stop you, dude. A person in a wheelchair is gonna get out of that wheelchair. They're gonna climb all the way up. I guess if you're in a wheelchair, you could just, like, get up to the ceiling and then just kind of, like, only use your hands. Kind of like hanging on monkey bars or something. And then, like, you could have a conversation with people that are washing their hands or something, so you don't gotta be lonely in the bathroom. You know, because if you're sitting in some awkward restroom by yourself, you know, you gotta talk to the guy in the stall next to you. You always want to use the urinal that's next to the other dude that's using a urinal. It's like weird if you're too far away from him. Make sure you get right next to him. If you're in a stall and you happen to be low enough from your suspended position that you can see their shoes, compliment their shoes. Oh, you just take it and throw it in. That's kind of like a mini game, dude. If you want to go that far with it. The shit slinger. Bro, you don't even have to sit down. You don't have to climb or anything if you take that strategy. Bring a personal ramp. I mean, you could, if you brought like a little skateboard, like kicker ramp or something, and you got enough speed going, like if you kicked off of the sink that's in front of the stall and you like ramped yourself up above the toilet and then used your sap covered hands to stick to the walls in the stall, like, there you go, dude. See, that's using the old noggin. Bring a ramp. Bring a ramp to the bathroom. You gotta, on some Tony Hawk shit, you just gotta grind your wheelchair up there. That's also where you collect the videotape for that level. You guys bring me much joy, and I truly enjoy being on stream with people that are like-minded as far as, you know, being smart about going to the restroom. It's very important that you use the proper mechanics. You screech to scare away beta males? Is that only at anime conventions that happens? I want to see a cosplay ninja fight in a fucking anime convention bathroom, dude. Do you know how funny that would be? There's just like a showdown between like the Akatsuki and some like Soul Reapers or whatever the fuck, I don't know. Some anime shit. They're just having a showdown in the bathroom. I'm just like,
look, I just got a piss, man.
I'm just like awkwardly nudging my big ass through the bathroom. I don't want to be part of this.
I'm here for Pokemon.